We all have questions as parents about bedtime routines. We all struggle with that, and what works for others may not work for us. So today I'm going to give you some different suggestions to consider when you're establishing your bedtime routine with your child. I'm Tiffany Bakke of The Self-Motivated Child, and today we're going to talk a little bit of a different avenue about bedtime routines. Some will tell you that putting your child to sleep in their room is best. Some will tell you co-sleeping is best. And ultimately, you're going to have to try things out. And what you have to figure out what works for you and your family. So the first thing you can do is start by observing your child, observing their needs, observing their behaviors, because that will help guide and structure some of your routine. The other thing is, routine doesn't start at bedtime. Routine is throughout the whole day. The whole day has structure and routine to it. So bedtime is just another activity or another flow, another transition to another routine. So there shouldn't be this chaos that happens if routine has been structured throughout the day. You want bedtime to be pleasant. You want your child to be tired at bedtime. So that starts with getting a lot of activity and movement, large motor activities done early in the day. You want them to expel that energy so that they're tired at nighttime. You don't want to wait until nighttime because they'll often be keyed up then and they're waking their body up by doing a lot of this large movement activity then. So build that playtime earlier in the day. Young children, infants go through different phases of sleep. We all go through different phases of sleep. And at the beginning, they'll be going through a light sleep before they really settle into that deep sleep. So to get ready to fall into that light sleep, this is where these bedtime routines are coming into place, where you're preparing for sleep. It's quieter in the evening, not necessarily having any screen time, the stimulation of those lights. Maybe you're dimming the lights and conversation is more quiet. Doing bath and getting your child calmer for bath. Having that time of reading stories and snuggling where your child is looking forward to cuddling and reading some books with some quiet music playing and dim lighting, and that they're ready and eager to go to sleep. They're learning to recognize their needs of, oh, I'm getting tired, this is comfortable, I'm ready to go to sleep and close my eyes. What you don't want to do is ever treat bedtime as a punishment. Again, you want this to be a pleasurable activity, something that they enjoy doing. We are all ritual-based, and so by having these routines and these rituals in place, your child develops a sense of security, knowing what to expect and being able to go with the flow, to feel calm, to know what's happening. So this is why routines are so important. And when you're developing these routines, you can have certain guidelines in place. Maybe you say no more than 2 books at bedtime. Or you may say you can get up for 1 drink and then you need to stay in bed unless you're using the toilet. If your child does get up, this isn't the time to engage in a lot of conversation. You can just say, it's bedtime. Walk your child back to bed. You can stay with them a few minutes and say, I'll stay with you for a few minutes and then I'm going to go. I know that you can get to sleep. There are different things that people try. Some will have the darkening curtains, some will have a sound machine, some will have either a sleep sack or certain kind of pajamas or blankets. Again, observe your child, find what works for them. Some children just really aren't tired when their parents want them to go to bed. Some children really do have different sleep patterns. So observe your child, figure out what works for you.
If you like what you have seen so far, be sure to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook at Tiffany Bakke.